Days of Our Lives spoilers Wednesday, September 4, Mark delivers consequences. Abigail hides blame. Stefan decks EJ. Marlena hypnotizes Sarah for total recall. Works to identify woman behind the wheel. Gabi pumps thickets. EJ's shocking offer and Johnny's jealousy days. Greetings to all Days of Our Lives fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Wednesday, September 4, reveal that Stephanie Johnson may express confusion now that she's walked by on fake Abigail DiMera's phone discussion. Still, Abby might cover by acting like she's been looking into a new treatment to recapture her memory. If Stephanie questions what plan Abigail was talking about. Whatever the case, Abigail will manage to keep her facade going and will get updates on who exactly Stephanie is. Days spoilers say Stephanie will explain her family connection to Abigail, and maybe admit she has a romantic history with Chad DiMera too. Still, Stephanie will presumably be quick to point out that Chad couldn't truly commit to her since his heart always belonged to Abby. Days of Our Lives suckers can anticipate Stephanie to fill Abigail in on some recollections and try to help her flashback. But Abby won't have an indication what she's pertaining to since this is all a fiddle. At the sanitarium, Days spoilers point to Aaron Green facing Dr. Mark Green's stern lecture. Mark will give Aaron an earful for taking Tate Black's place at lacrosse camp to help him spend a secret summer with Holly Jonas. Of course, Mark is keeping indeed bigger secrets of his own, but he'll work to keep that part of his life separate as he gives Aaron his discipline. Other Days spoilers say Leo Stark will tell Chad that he's bidding farewell to the Spectator. Although Leo will express gratefulness for his time at the Review, he'll make a vaticination about his jogging career exploding in the stylish possible way at Body and Soul. At the DiMera Manse, Gabi Hernandez DiMera will admit she hit the waists with EJ DiMera, who will find himself on the entering end of Stefan DiMera's fury. Stefan will strike a blow to EJ's face and unleash his wrath as Gabi struggles to settle her hubby down. Although some regrets are creeping in for Gabi, what's done is done. That means it's time to face the rage and anguish in Stefan's eyes as he processes this treason. Back with Stephanie, she'll intrude Kayla Johnson and Steve Johnson's lovey-dovey time together. Stephanie will get some surprising news during this visit, so stay tuned to see what Steve and Kayla have to tell her. Days of Our Lives spoilers indicate that Stephanie will get tangled up in some shocking twists in the coming weeks, so don't miss what's in store. Days of Our Lives spoilers Marlena hypnotizes Sarah for total recall. Works to identify woman behind the wheel. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Sarah Horton will start to flash back the night as she was mowed down. Once some recollections begin falling into place, Fiona Cook will understandably horrify about the possibility of Sarah being suitable to identify her as the mega-hit and run motorist. Although Fiona will try to keep Sarah's mouth shut, she'll soon realize that Sarah doesn't have all the mystification pieces. It turns out Sarah will still need hypnotism, so she obviously won't have a moment of total recall just yet. Days spoilers say Marlena Evans will agree to grip Sarah, who might ultimately flash back that a woman was behind the wheel. That could leave Sarah induced that Brady Black couldn't have been responsible. Will Marlena be suitable to help Sarah concentrate through all the fuzziness? Will Sarah eventually see Fiona easily as further recollections rush back? That's one possibility to consider. But it's also possible Brady will get updates on Sarah recalling a womanish motorist who got out of the auto and leaned down next to her. That could spark some recollections for Brady rather and lead to him realizing that Fiona has been duping him each on. Of course, there are a plenitude of other ways for this secret to come out, but Days suckers can anticipate Sarah's hypnotism session to leave Fiona on edge for now. No matter how effects go down, you can go Fiona won't get down with her conduct indefinitely. Days spoilers say Fiona will face Xander Kyriakis' wrath like no way ahead formerly the Verity comes out, so stay tuned to see just how bad effects will get for his lying mama. Our Days of Our Lives prognostications point to Fiona sinking indeed lower in the meantime, so don't miss all the twists and turns ahead. How do you feel about Fiona's secret and everything she's putting Brady through? How should Xander handle it when he realizes Fiona is to condemn for Sarah's horrible fire? Days of Our Lives spoilers say Fiona will have to pay the price sooner or laterally, so we'll keep you posted on what'll be when Xander learns the news she's been dreading. Days of Our Lives Tuesday, September 3 recap: Gabi pumps thickets, EJ's shocking offer, and Johnny's jealousy days. Days of Our Lives spoilers recap for Tuesday, September 3 reveals that Abe Carver gave Kate Roberts Brady updates on the triplet drama and upset Johnny Dimura might have a problem with Chanel Dimura working with Alex Kyriakis. Since Abe hadn't been suitable to reach Chanel and Johnny about Alex's investigation yet, Kate suggested they could break the news in person and watch the eventuality on-screen love interests in action. At the Body and Soul office on Tuesday's Days occasion, Chanel and Alex wrote about auditioning to play a couple on the show. Although Alex and Chanel weren't keen on working together, Johnny admitted he saw the same fiery sparks as Abe. Once Abe and Kate showed up, Chanel and Alex tried doing the scene together. It went well until they got to the part where they were supposed to kiss, but also Chanel pulled back and wondered if she really had to lock lips with Alex. Since Kate and Abe wanted to get a sense of whether Alex and Chanel would be suitable to pull this off, they picked back over with Alex's line about believing in love. Chanel sounded a little taken suddenly by the intensity of it all and eventually participated a sizzling kiss with Alex. Johnny called cut and put an end to the kiss, but he did his stylish to hide his covetousness by acting like they got what they demanded. Kate and Abe hired Chanel along with Alex, but Abe didn't suppose Johnny was going to be an addict of this on-screen super couple in making. At the Horton house on Tuesday's Days occasion, Stephanie Johnson stopped by and expressed her happiness for Chad Dimura now that Abigail Dimura was back. Although Chad was indeed thrilled over the phenomenon, he confessed that Abigail felt like a foreigner with a completely different personality. Since Abby was like another person entirely, Chad suggested he wouldn't have believed it was her if it weren't for the DNA test results. Stephanie set about Abigail, saying she flashed back Clyde Weston's attack and got Chad's blessing on paying Abby a visit. Chad hoped Stephanie could partake recollections and that Abigail would start to flash back further. At the Dimura Manse on Tuesday's Days of Our Lives show, Stefan Dimura banged into Abigail and conceded that Gabi Hernandez Dimura had told her further about their history. Abigail said commodity about Stefan being a creep for sleeping with Gabi when she had did, but she brushed the whole thing off since it was complicated, and she didn't flash back anyway. Stefan gave her a genuine reason, so Abigail assumed it wasn't the first time he'd done that. After Abigail said she forgave Stefan again, she offered some advice on winning Gabi reverse, though she admitted she couldn't find Gabi in her room this morning. Once Abigail was alone, she got on the phone with Dr. Mark Green. Stephanie entered right as Abigail brought up figuring out what was coming in their plan. Upstairs on Tuesday's Days occasion, Gabi pictured she was back together with Stefan and suggested she nearly did commodity stupid. Unfortunately, Gabi awoke to find that she'd gone through with sleeping with EJ Dimura last night. When Gabi pumped the thickets on telling Stefan what they did, EJ wondered why she had cold bases all of unforeseen. EJ assumed it was because Gabi still loved Stefan deep down and was willing to bury the secret if that's what she wanted. Since Gabi sounded doubtful, EJ said she didn't have to make a decision right now and prompted her to suppose it through. Once the cat was out of the bag, EJ advised that there'd be no going back. Gabi was surprised over EJ being so nice about all this, but he understood due to his heartache over losing Nicole Walker and his desire to take his own pain down. Still, Stefan eventually walked through EJ's bedroom door to ask if he'd seen Gabi. Once Stefan saw Gabi in a mask sitting coming to shirtless EJ, he looked confused and unsettled. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Stefan is about to unleash his wrath. so we'll bring you prognostications on the outgrowth of Gabi's revengeful move. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.